if you look at this, the sort of rot of Westminster, you see a few different things. You see kind of pathological bureaucracy that's grown, like one of these sort of algal floods, you know, the blooms that sort of like take over a whole ecosystem. And these bureaucracies have grown in a way now that are kind of like not in anyone's control. The system is running the people aren't running the system. Constitutionally now, the only person who's actually able to do a lot of things in these broken systems is actually the PM. He's the only one with the constitutional legal authority to do things. So you have this like one person at the top who is the only person that can actually take decisions as a live player to say, we're going to do something different. That's one of the reasons why COVID was so crazy and why there are so many very odd stories involving me in spring 2020. Because so many completely crazy situations couldn't be resolved other than in the PM's office. So to give one obvious example, in March 2020, I was suddenly actually on the day itself of that the PM tested positive for COVID. That morning, I was pulled into a meeting in number 10, where we were told that all the PPE for the NHS was going to be put on boats and shipped over, and that meant that it wouldn't arrive until probably July. But of course, if you looked at the graphs, the big crisis for the NHS was going to happen over the next 3 or 4 weeks. So I said, well, why is it not arriving until July? Well, it's being shipped. Why is it being shipped? Well, that's because what all the rules are. So only the PMs. So I said, obviously, well, call the airlines, tell them that we're taking, because at that point, obviously, all the planes were grounded. Call the airlines, tell them we're taking all their planes, fly the planes to China, load up all our stuff, fly all our stuff back down. And the PM's principal private secretary had to put that in writing to tell the system that the Prime Minister was overriding a whole bunch of different things, EU procurement rules, Treasury spending rules, all these different things. But it gives an indication of the kind of complete institutional rot. Now imagine that those kind of decisions and those kind of problems multiplied by thousands every day all through the system.